President Biden announced on Sunday that he was officially dropping out of the presidential race, saying that he believes that it is not only in the best interest of the Democratic Party for him to step aside, but it is in fact in the best interest of the country. So, as of right now, the Democrats do not have an official nominee, but all signs, of course, are pointing to Vice President Kamala Harris taking over the top spot, and it's going to be a race to see who's going to be her VP candidate. But nobody is taking this news worse than Donald Trump himself. Shortly after President Biden made his announcement via social media, Donald Trump got on his social media, Truth Social, and put out a string of messages that made absolutely no sense whatsoever. The former president, the convicted felon, was struggling to contain his rage, but here is what he said. He started with, "Biden never had COVID. He is a threat to democracy." Off to a great start right off the bat, right? Like, he never had COVID. He's just a threat to democracy. Okay, let's see if it gets better from there. The Democrats pick a candidate, crooked Joe Biden. He loses the debate badly, then panics and makes mistake after mistake, is told he can't win, and decide they will pick another candidate, probably Harris. They stole the race from Biden after he won it in the primaries. A first. These people are the real threat to democracy. Because they gave in to the will of the people. 79% of Democrats wanted President Biden to drop out. Not to mention the fact that a vast majority of voters all year, like long before the debate, wanted a different Democrat. And for the record, a majority of voters also want a different Republican on the ticket, Donald. You could have done the right thing too, but you didn't. But then Trump got on again. He said, "Who's running our country right now? It's not Crooked Joe. He has no idea where he is. If he can't run for office, he can't run our country." And that, of course, is going to be the big talking point for Republicans for the next few months until the end of Biden's term. Like, well, if he's not good enough to run for president, he's not good enough to be president. But that, of course, is based on the assumption that Biden has some kind of cognitive disorder that prevents him from doing the job. As we have seen, he can do the job of being president. He's not good at going out there and speaking to people. So, that's not good for a campaign. But when it comes to actually doing the job as president, Biden is still doing a hell of a job, and he has no reason to step down. But then Donald Trump put out another post where he whined about all the money he's spent attacking Biden and now wants a refund from I don't know who. But here's what Trump said. "So we are forced to spend time and money on fighting crooked Joe Biden. He pulls badly after having a terrible debate and quits the race. Now we have to start all over again. Shouldn't the Republican Party be reimbursed for fraud in that everybody around Joe, including his doctors and the fake news media, knew he was not capable of running for or being president? Just asking." You want to talk about refunding the Republican Party? How about you give them back all the money that you raised that you then spent on your legal fees? You do that, and then we'll talk about, reimbursing you for all the money you wasted attacking President Biden. But again, he hits on that point. Oh, if he can't run for president, then he can't be the president. Yes, he can. Again, he's actually doing a pretty good job of that still. But you're not going to get your money back. And this, by the way, is why Trump is so pissed. This is what angers him the most. They have spent a year and a half trashing President Biden, going after him from all angles, going after his son. I mean, hell, what are Republicans in the House going to do now? Now that it doesn't matter if they impeach President Biden or if they come up with evidence against Hunter Biden. Like, none of that even matters. Y'all wasted all your time doing this for nothing. And honestly, that's just the icing on the cake at this point. You wasted almost 2 years on a bunch of stuff that no longer matters. One of today's video sponsors is Miracle Made. Did you know that traditional bed sheets can actually harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat? It can lead to acne, allergies, stuffy noses, and it's just plain gross. Miracle Made offers a whole line of self-cleaning antibacterial bedding such as sheets, pillowcases, and comforters
that prevent up to 99.7% of bacteria growth and require up to 3 times less laundry. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics inspired by NASA, and their sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, so you get better sleep every night. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands, and they feel as nice, if not nicer, than bed sheets used by some 5-star hotels. And it's designed for your skin. Stop sleeping on bacteria. Bacteria can clog your pores, causing breakouts and acne, and you can sleep clean with Miracle. Now, I've been using Miracle Made bed sheets for nearly 2 years now, and I absolutely love them. They help keep me cool throughout the night, which means I get better sleep because I'm not waking up all throughout the night from being too hot. So go to trymiracle.com/ROF to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code ROF at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product that it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/ROF and use the code ROF to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/ROF to treat yourself.